This is something yesterday I talked about being a little bit creative with your offers. I talked about how to engage markets. I've talked about things you need to be watching. But here's, in terms of messaging, in terms of the communication, the things that you should be sending out to people and engaging people with, right now, your mode has to be help mode. It's not offer, 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 offer. But your help needs to come out in the forefront, and the offer comes later. The solution comes later. So right now, what people need right now is they need to get some clarity. They need to get some certainty in terms of what they need to do. And I'm going to be sharing with you some ideas that you should be sharing, some things you should be sharing with people in the marketplace. So the first thing that you need to people know is you need to be in business. The question I'm often asking people is, are you in business? They go, yes, I am. So my question is, what are you doing to be in business? What are you doing to acquire customers? What are you doing to communicate with existing customers? What are you doing to pivot your offers? What are you doing to make sure that you're visible? What advertising and promotion are you running right now to let people know that you are being in business, right? These are the questions I'm asking. You need to be in business. To stay in business, people need to know your door is open. People need to know that they can still buy your product or service. How are you staying in business right now? How are you creating your offers? How are you meeting the market? How are you helping those people who are right now, who are searching for your information to buy what you have to do? And then more importantly, how are you going to thrive out of this opportunity? Because what's happening is there's this huge open gap that's being left with businesses that are literally just dropped out of the market and shut down, right? There's a huge gap. And so the businesses that are in there and staying and being in business are the ones that are going to pick up the boom or the opportunity within their local markets. So think about who the active players are in niches. Think about recessionary proof niches right now. And I can give you so many stories of businesses that are absolutely crushing it in areas where it's in the same market. There are businesses that are absolutely failing and they're going out the window and they're letting go of all their staff. Every industry right now, you have hero stories and you have a whole bunch of zero stories, the panickers in the market. And the panickers are the ones that we don't really need to talk to. We are not here to save people who are unreasonable. They don't have a sense of reason. They have made rash decisions. And it's really weird. I know a lot of people right now who've let go of their team. We have not let go of a single employee in our company. We are actually looking to hire people in our company. I'm looking to hire right now. I need to hire several people in our organization. We are keeping our people employed. But here's the funny thing. About a week ago, a whole bunch of people got let go. Go on vacation, go on unpaid leave, go and look after your family, go home, right? A lot of businesses have done that to their team. And here the government brings a stimulus package in yesterday and says, if you keep people employed, we'll cover 75% of their salary. So all of a sudden, all these people are going, holy crap. Right? I reacted too quickly. I responded too fast. I didn't think this through. And now I've put a whole bunch of people out of work that I really should be keeping in here and helping them to help to utilize their skills, because I'm going to need their skills when I'm going to ride this mini boom that is about to happen in the next 2 to 3 months. Next 2 to 3 months is going to be a mini boom, right? And if we don't let people know that we're in business, if we don't actually make sure that we communicate that message, engage our market, be creative and pivot with our offers, we are out, right? So biggest mistake right now is to stop marketing. The biggest mistake any business, the biggest mistake you as an agency owner right now is to stop marketing. You need to actively market. You've got to be putting ads out there right now. You've got to be putting creative pieces and offers that people need to take advantage of. You need to craft offers to the market that is relevant to where your customers are at and where they need help. You need to be actively engaging 20, 40, 50 people per day in your business right now. Every single day, you need to open the door to 4 or 5 conversations per day. You've got nothing else to do. We're in lockdown, right? So we need to get our act together. We need to get aggressive. We need to get active, and more importantly, go on the offensive, not sit there going, I wonder what people want, right? Let me tell you right now, people want you and your skills and your services right now. That's where people are at. So biggest mistake right now for businesses to stop marketing. We need to put this message out there, okay? So history shows that if you cut less in down times, you'll gain more in better times. So the businesses right now that are on the offensive, they're actually not letting their teams go. They're looking how to manage their teams better. They're looking to keep their staff on. They're looking to be creative and pivot with their offers. They're looking to work remote and make it easy for them to be able to engage and be relevant and be in business with their clients. Those businesses aren't cutting costs. They are cutting costs in certain areas, but in the areas that they need to be active and making sure they're in business, they're not cutting their costs. In fact, they're actually actually increasing their spend. I know even through our agency in Breakthrough, we've got 40% of our people who are increasing their marketing spend to take advantage of the downturn in their market, because all their competitors have shut their doors. And they're sitting there, the only ones standing. And we're putting out video content, we're putting out increasing Facebook and retargeting campaigns, we're looking at their SEO, we're looking at their AdWords structure, and they're still getting phone inquiries, they're still getting patients in the marketplace. But there's another group of people who've stopped marketing, and if they stop marketing, everything stops. That creates a huge gap for competitors to very cheaply buy your customer base, very cheaply. So history has shown, I'm going to demonstrate this point. And by the way, you can share this with people. If you want to take a screenshot, take a screenshot. But you can share some of the stuff I'm sharing. So I'm going to show you a graph. This is a graph that demonstrated what happened in the last financial crisis, in the recessionary period that we had back 2007 to 2010. So remember, if you watched a training a few days ago, I talked about what's going to happen over the next 3 years. This graph is a direct representation of what's going to happen coming up for us in the next 3 years. So history repeats itself, right? So companies that actually invested and increased their money in their marketing, invested in looking at pivoting, adding value, providing new products or services, looking at different ways of repositioning their current products or services. What happened in this recessionary period is they started to grow. In fact, through that recessionary period from 2008 to 2010, most businesses saw a 17% increase in business, 17% over and above what they were doing before the recession, right? 17%. A lot of businesses, zero. They came down, they came out of the market, right? Lots of businesses, zero. But businesses that stayed in the market, businesses that got proactive with their marketing and selling, 17%. But here's the thing. Remember that if some of you might have seen the model, if you go and watch the video from a couple of days ago, some of you might have seen my future pace model that Simon Bowen and Todd Herman were talking about, where I talked about this gap that's going to occur. So there's this middle market. If I look at how we can do this, there's this middle market group that are just staying on the line. They're just trying to stay in business, but they're not actually really experiencing any growth. And it's going to take them a period in that growth table that's going to take them 3 years to experience any form of revenue that is realized for before when this happens. It's going to take them 3 years to be in the same place they were 3 years ago, right? 3 years back, okay? So these businesses here on the up, they are taking advantage of this gap, right? This gap is just going to get wider, right? This gap is going to get wider. So all these businesses that are dropping out of the market are leaving an open door for people to be proactive in the marketplace. This is the opportunity. This is the opportunity that's going to happen in the next 2 to 3 months. Right now, think about it, right? That same period over 3 years, there's a hockey stick curve. Look at the increase rate, right? Another 13%. Reaching up to the 14-year mark, another 14% on top of that, reaching into the 17-year mark, right? They are seeing from 2007 to 2017, right, in that market. That's what's happening right now. We need to let people know that that's happening right now. Let me just whiteboard I've just put there so you can see the graph. Yeah, right. So the next 2 to 3 months are critical right now. Next 2 to 3 months are critical in business. So you need to be in business, you need to stay in business. That's what's happening right now, okay? Number 2, this is Bain & Co., one of the largest consulting firms in the world. McKinsey, all these companies are doing crisis management right now. I've been fortunate enough to get access to the current Bain crisis management strategy and systems they're using their clients. And let me tell you, 2/3 of what they're talking about their clients is how to market, how to get into new markets, and how to expand to take advantage of the competition that is actually falling out of the market. Not just to stay, but the most important thing they're focusing on is they're focusing on thriving. So they're focusing on play offensive in the marketplace, right? Invest to grow, invest to grow. Cut less, spend more. Cut less, spend more, right? That's the advice that the heavy hitters and the big players are doing. Most small businesses or medium-sized businesses are cutting, right? Every cut they make puts them further and further behind as an operating business in the marketplace. So be mindful of what's happening right now in the market, okay? So the world has already changed and your marketing should too. The way we market needs to change as well. Our message has to fit with where our customers or where our prospective customers are. We are looking for businesses who want to stay in business, who are going to be in business in the next 2 to 3 months' time. So they're going to actually walk through. They're not writing this out. They are looking to thrive through this. They're looking to grow. None of this writing stuff. If you're writing this out, you are going to be left on this pile here. This is what happened to people when they wrote out, right? Trying to ride this through, not going to work. You need to be on the offense. And right now, there's huge opportunity by being optimistic and offensive in this marketplace. So things to do right now. Social connect with customers immediately. We should be socially connecting with prospective customers. Your customers should be socially connecting with their customers. Join their Facebook, like them on Facebook, get their LinkedIn, get their Twitter, get their Instagram, follow them on YouTube, create YouTube. Whatever you can, where you can connect with your customers, you want to be socially connected with your customers. You want to rally your clients into a community, right? One of the things that we're doing in our agency and Breakthrough, we're rallying. We've got 280 clients in the marketplace that we are rallying right now as a one voice of how do we make sure that we stay in practice and we can serve our communities as the best healthcare providers in the marketplace so that we can thrive and we can watch all the chiropractors go out of business around us. Watch all the osteopaths cringe and go and retract and go out of business. Right, we want to be the primary premium healthcare provider within that community. We need to increase our marketing, and a lot of our clients have increased their marketing. Right, work together to provide solutions as a community. We've got like a war room of our clients right now, where we are regularly communicating on a daily basis, sharing ideas, looking at different ways to pivot, bringing new products to market, opening the creativity. We are working together so that we are stronger to the future. Right. As an industry for our clients, that's what we're trying to do. And the funny thing is it's attracting more clients to us. It's attracting more people. They're hearing what the hell's going on over there. Something's happening, right? So you as a business owner, if you're talking to businesses, can take leadership, a leadership role with businesses, even prospects, and say, listen, I'm getting businesses together that are looking to be in business, stay in business, and thrive. If you're one of those businesses, we're going to meet once every other day, talking about things that I will bring and others will bring, the things that you're doing to work your way through this. If you want to be part of this, let's get together. Here's how we connect, right? Now, this gives you perfect branding in the marketplace as a leader in your field, right? Why are you doing this? We're in the online space. We help people with these specific areas. We know we're looking how people can take advantage of these types of strategies to maximize their opportunity. That's why I'm doing this. I want to help as many businesses as possible to be in business, to stay in business, and to thrive in business. If you want to be part of this community, all the people here are doing the same thing. Would you like to be involved? That is a really easy offer that you can make to people right now, that you can actually take control and bring in a community for solutions, right? Somebody put in a new message. There's something wrong with the screen. And my voice is very choppy. Can all of you see the current slide? Social connect with customers and meeting. Just type 1 if you can see my current slide. Just type 1 if you can see. Okay, Pedro says, yeah, I can see it. Yep. It's okay now. Awesome. Yeah. Understand that we are in the world of the interwebs. Live streaming is happening big time. Lots of impact right now. So please be patient. Awesome. So you can see what I'm talking about. Next thing, be found online. Traffic is up. Online consumption is up. The traffic surge right now, I was talking to an SEO expert, one of our SEO expert agencies and consulting champions, telling me that right now there are unprecedented behaviors happening right now in the marketplace. And so SEO is going to be very, very important as a marketing mix and strategy, right? SEO right now is important more than ever before. Right? People looking for very specific things right now. You can actually zero in to the trends and the search that people are using and find out where customers are behaving, and you can pinpoint. Not only does that help you to actually improve your searchability, but also helps you to improve your offers right now. Like if you're looking for search trends in markets, you can actually see where people are going, because right now the volatility is huge, and those trends and using a couple of tools can actually put you in a very positive position when it comes to delivering product in the marketplace, right? So SEO right now is super, super important, being found online. You can jump the curve in a market by pivoting at this time. Where are the gaps in search right now where the keywords are low competition, but they are becoming more important, that you can drive, you can create content, or you can create backlinks, or you can create a strategy to dominate within that search volume and take advantage of those changes and trends in the marketplace. This is a big important thing. You need to be found online, right? Number one thing, if I can't find you online, you don't exist. That's basically what it boils down to. So if I'm not getting my search right, I've got to do, the next thing is I've got to pay for advertising. If I want to be found, I've got to run ads. Right now, you have to run advertising. More people are searching on screens at home right now. Cost per click has dropped between 9 and 15% in the last 2 weeks. 9 and 15%. In actual fact, the cost of ads will drop even further. It is going down because there's so many people who've decided that they would kill their marketing budget, which is a really dumb thing to do, considering that if you're there, you're going to be surpassing the competition in the marketplace. So advertising right now is a very important thing to do to be visible. Us, as providers in the market, if you're doing AdWords, if you're doing Facebook ads for people, you should be running AdWords for yourself, because let me tell you, people are looking for you right now. If you do Facebook ads for people, you need to run Facebook ads for yourself, because people are looking for your services right now. They are desperately looking for experts and people who know what they're doing when it comes to marketing and advertising online. Right now, never before, an opportunity has presented itself in the marketplace. The competition is dropping out of the market. That's what's happening in ads right now. That means that there is a whole big opportunity for people who want to come into the market, a whole big opportunity for people to actually dominate in the market in their ads or in their advertising right now. So to me, they should be running ads to become more visible, because you can outbid, right, the people that are dropping out, and you can actually be at the top there, or the top 2 or 3 for your ads in the marketplace. You need to pivot your offers and the message to meet where your customers are at, right, in relation to buying decisions. So how are people buying right now? What are people doing? What's the process? How do we actually change the way that we do business? How do we make it easy? I mentioned yesterday, one of my consulting champions, their son is running a fencing business. They are flat out, they have more contracts in the next 2 months than they've ever had in the history of their business. They're running Google ads, and they're looking at they've taken advantage of Google My Business as part of their strategy, right? So running Google ads, that's the only 2 things that they're doing. They've increased their advertising, they're getting phone calls, and they're off the hook. Now, here's the thing, how have they adapted to business? We don't need to do a quote, measure and quote. We don't even have to come to your property. We can do a Google, we take a Google Maps search, look at the perimeter of your boundary, and we can do the measure and quote for your fencing, and we can do that online. And we can show you the options. We can show you the options online. So we're going to hop on a call. We're going to show you the different options, walk you through the different types of products you can buy for your fencing. So we can do this distancing safe, right? The next thing is we take payment directly online. There's a little click this link right now. I'm just sharing it with you on this Zoom chat. Hit the link, pay your invoice right now. Take care of that. Here is your invoice immediately. Here is our agreement. You can sign that agreement right now here online. I think they're using a tool called Proposify, which is fantastic, right? So you can put your presentation in there, put your agreement in there, they sign electronically, and then they hit the pay now button and pay your bill, right? So he's able to take payment online. And so now what happens when we go and deliver the product? Well, we let you know we're coming, and just before we come, we'll say hi, and you can wave from your front door, and I'll wave from the fencing boundary where we're going to start doing your fence. And then when we're finished, you can come to your front door again, and we'll wave goodbye and say thank you, right? And then we'll move on to the next project, and you'll have a brand new fence for your home, right? This is how a business has adapted, pivoted their offer, used ad campaigns. Now, other fencing contractors are not even open. They've decided to, in the time of COVID-19, we have to practice sensible, safe distancing practices. So we've decided that we'll let you know we will be in business. I'm seeing this everywhere. We'll be open in due notice, right? Well, you're not going to open up, right? Most of those people ain't coming back, right? Because I don't know how some of those businesses can sustain 3 months loss of revenue, right? So PPC, AdWords, very, very important right now, yeah? Let me just put that there. People securing. Okay, so next, be prepared for the bounce back, right? Right now, 2 to 3 months. Remember this thing, 2 to 3 months. You need to be really active right now, letting your clients know what you're doing, becoming very, very visible. You need your marketing, you need to keep your marketing going. You need to take advantage of the visibility right now, right? This is the opportunity to create a curve jump in your business. Because what's going to happen is there's going to be whole businesses, like businesses are going to gradually come back. But some businesses are still open right now. They're still taking inquiries. They're still handling phone calls. They're still helping people with how they can benefit from this service. They're still talking to their customers about how they're doing business. It's really weird. I can tell you there are literally thousands of businesses, thousands and thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of businesses that are still operating right now. We have not completely, unequivocally shut down in business. There are so many businesses out there that are actively engaging their customers. But we have a 2 to 3 month window where we need to make sure that we need to let people know. And when this bounce back occurs, and it's going to happen, right? Remember what you saw in this slide here, right? This is showing you over a 3-year period. This is what's going to happen in the next 3 months. This is what's going to happen in the next 3 months. Now, if you're ready as a business owner, you've got plans, you've got a strategy, and you're helping business owners to respond to this market, right? They're the ones that are going to grow. They're the ones that are going to be in the market. So right now, be prepared for the bounce back. Be prepared for that bounce back because there's going to be a surge of business. Now, here's the thing. If there's a surge of business in the market and you're in business and you're not ready and you don't have the staff to cope with that, you're going to be out of business. You're not going to be able to cope with the inquiry. You're not going to be able to help your customers. You're not going to be able to manage that cash flow influx effectively. You might have margin issues. You're going to put yourself out of business if you're not ready. And if you come into the market and you get inundated, that inundation could force you out, right? So this is why businesses right now, they need to be ready now. They need to be ready now, right? Okay, so create special offers. You need to be putting out offers consistently to keep cash flow coming in your business. You as agency owners need to be offering customers a service, a product, an offer that they can invest in for your business so you can stay in business, be in business and thrive. So you need to be putting out offers all the time. You can't just put one offer out. If the offer didn't work, guess what? Change the offer. I can't remember, somebody said that they were running ads for people saying, right now, if you're hurting, I can help you. That offer is not a very relevant offer, right? How are you hurt? What part of hurting are you fixing? Right? What part of hurting are you fixing? What are you helping people with? What's the plan? What's the next step? How are you presenting or offering some sense of clarity, some sense of certainty in what you do in the marketplace? That's what you need to be clear about. You need to be super clear about how you're helping people right now or meeting people where they are right now. What do they need help with right now? What were they not doing before? What were they doing now? Because just putting out random offers isn't going to work. And the other thing is, if you understand anything about marketing, and if you go to a book called How to Get Everything You Want Out of Everything You Got by Jay Abraham, How to Get Everything You Want Out of Everything You Got by Jay Abraham, if you read that book, one of the things he talks about is optimization of business opportunities. And one of the things that in that process is that you need to be testing your offers. You need to try different things. Not every offer you put out there is going to work. You want to keep on offering. I cannot tell you the number of consultants that I've come across who say, yeah, I tried that offer and it didn't work. How many times did you try it? Or I tried cold email, it didn't work. I got no response. How many ways did you try it? How many campaigns did you run? Because I've got people in Consulting Champions I'm working with right now that are getting 80% open rates on cold email. 80% open rates on cold email, generating between 15 and 20 appointments per every 100 email in the marketplace. Cold email seems to be working really well for them, right? But that's because they're fine-tuning their message, fine-tuning their offer. It's the same thing with the market. You need to fine-tune your offer. You need to fine-tune your offer, right? Think about what you're doing. We've got Consulting Champions right now. We've got Headley and his team right now. They're doing two things. They're a branding and a web development agency. What they've done now is they've gone to strategy. So they sell strategy to their clients of how, one, what they can do to plan right now with their digital assets, what they can do to make sure they're maximizing opportunity in their reach with their digital assets, and then some of the things they need to take action on right now, whether they need to rebrand, readjust, open up new lines of product, reassess the way that they offer, their pages, the landing pages. They're charging people between $5,000 and $10,000 for a conversation. This is a web development and branding agency, right? And people are paying it. People are paying it because they need help. They're coming back to them saying, hey, we need help. The other thing they've done is they've developed a new training of teaching people how they can work and manage their teams remotely, right? Because all their customers are coming back and say, hey, you manage your teams remotely. How the hell do you do that and still keep a business running? We don't know how to do that, right? So great, let's put in a plan. Let's look at the tools. Let's look at the structure, communication, management tools, project management tools, team connection, video conferencing, audio, keeping the team visible all the time, right? We put a package together and we'll help you do that. We'll help you set that up, right? And they're selling that service. So they're actually creating offers that are relevant to the demand of their customers in the marketplace, right? So a lot of people that I'm working with, some of our champions are doing like this last week where the major lockdowns have been occurring. We've had several of our champions close $100,000 deals for email marketing and for sales automation. We had a champion who closed a $70,000 or $72,000 deal for email marketing for e-commerce platform. Email marketing service, 72 grand, right, in the last 3 days, yeah, in the marketplace. So there are people out there who've got budgets, who are spending money, who need your help and need your expertise. You just have to get really clear about what you offer and how you help those people, because they need help. So create offers that add value propositions. So adding value. If you're, we talked about this. I've talked about this concept. Is you're either going to offer more for the same price, or you're going to do the same for less, right? You're going to provide or incentivize the offer, right? You're going to incentivize the offer. More, right, for the same, or the same for less. You're going to get creative with your packaging, with your offering to the marketplace, right? Google My Business local SEO is more important than ever before. Now, I know there's some challenges with Google My Business, but it will come back. But people need to get this part of their business effectively organized right now. Right now, the SEO and the advertising side of business is more important than ever in the marketplace. So things to consider, look at where people need help. There are so many businesses that are not registering with Google My Business right now. And the one thing I said earlier on, think about it. Brick and mortar businesses, they have no idea. They haven't got a clue of how to do this, right? They know what to do from their business point of view, but they really struggle with the whole online stuff. And it's not for them to learn how to do it. What they need is they need to hire people like you to help them navigate through what they need to do to get those results, right? That's what you need to do. So where you can have quick wins, those are the areas that you want to be working with in the marketplace. So the pivot right now, how can I make it easy for my customers to buy? Remember the story of the fencing contractor? Hey, we'll do everything online. Here's the agreement. You sign here. Here's how you pay. Here's how we work together. We rock up. We wave to you from the door. You and your family are safe, and you're going to have a new fence. And we can do that now. Sold out for the next 2 months, solidly booked, and now month 3 is going to be solidly booked. And I'm sure that he's getting more inquiries than ever before, right, into the marketplace. So pivot the way you do business with your market, with your clients. You don't need to do face-to-face. You can do camera to camera, right? New landing pages, new business offer. So just to give you an example here, the reason why landing pages have to change is because people are not responding to the same offers out there. So we need to adjust our offering to maximize our conversions. And just to give you perspective, on your websites and your landing pages, you need to think in terms of what is the action that you want the customer to actually take, right? What is the one action you want the customer to take? So when you talk to your clients and you talk about strategy and you talk about the way a customer buys or their behavior in terms of their buying cycle, what you need to be doing is you need to have the conversation in alignment with right now, do you need the phones to ring? Do you need customers to call you on the phone? Because if you need customers to call you on the phone, your landing page or what you're sharing in the marketplace has to reflect, call this number now, call this number now, call this number now. One action. I need the phones to ring off the hook so I can serve my customers. Is that the strategy that's going to be relevant? So think about this. Those who are doing Facebook ads or AdWord campaigns in the marketplace, who needs the phone to ring right now? Who needs the phone to ring off the hook with being able to service clients in the marketplace? That's who we're going to do the one call to action, pick up the phone. How do we maximize conversions? Call tracking and recording. So how do we help you get better results with your marketing and advertising better than before? Is not only we're going to make it easy for people to call you, but we're going to be able to track and measure and be able to improve your conversion rate by actually making sure that we're recording those calls, and using analytics, we can make some adjustments. And so we can deliver a much stronger, better campaign to the marketplace, right? If you're doing lead gen right now, you also need to offer lead management. If you're doing lead gen, if you're going to do lead gen B2B, you need to offer appointment setting, right? Because right now you want to make it easy for them to generate those opportunities. And if you're just offering leads, nobody's interested in leads. That's the message. By the way, that is the worst offer you can make right now. Let me bring you leads. Dumb offer, right? Nobody's interested in leads. They want cash, and cash comes from converted sales. Cash comes from set appointments, right? That's where cash comes from. They want the cash opportunities. They don't want the leads. They can go get leads all they like. They can buy leads. They can go to aggregator websites and get leads. Giving you more leads is not the message and not the offer you want to be putting out there. The offer you want to be putting out there is say, hey, we want to make you visible. We want to make you accessible. We'll make it easy for the customer to buy. We want to devise a buying strategy based on the way that a customer behaves. Our marketing in terms of AdWords or Facebook has to be driven by the customer, not driven by you as a business owner. So if we can help the customer make it easy to buy, then we're going to be we're going to be able to attract and engage customers better when they're inquiring for your services. Does that make sense, Mr. Business Owner? I've recorded that, so you can actually get the recording and listen to the scripting, right, that you got right now. Okay. So understand that what you're trying to do is you are trying to actively engage where the market is and think through the strategy. So if calls need to be made, the landing page needs to reflect call this number now. If you need somebody to fill in information so that you can create an estimate, how are you doing that remotely without having to show up to the customer to do the estimate or the measuring quote? What can you do? How are you explaining that on your landing page, and how are you making it easy? Say, hey, we need a little bit of detail, need a bit of information, and you put that 3 or 4 times on the landing page, because now you're telling the customer that that is the action that they need to take to help them to get what they want and need for their product or service. The third action is, hey, you need to know your options. Here's how we manage your health situation with distancing so we can serve you better. Download this lead magnet. Here's the things that you know that we can take care of you better, or how you get the most out of what we're doing right now. Or here is if you do grab this, we have a code for those people who are engaging us where you can save up to 25 or 30% right now over the next couple of months, because we want to help you save some money as well. So download this lead magnet, give us this information. That's what they're doing right now in the marketplace. That's what's happening in the marketplace. So that landing page needs to reflect that action. Now, if you need the customer to buy the product, you need to make it easy for them to buy the product. Hey, here's what we're going to do. Free shipping, free delivery. Get the product now. Take advantage of this offer. Use this code. Buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now. Just buy now. One action. So think about who you're helping, the types of business you're helping. Think about the action that's going to be relevant to them in the marketplace. Think about the action that's relevant to them. And then that's the strategy you want to come to this. Let's come to you with a strategy from a buyer behavior. Right now, there's buyers in the market, and they need to know 2 things from you. 1, they need to know that you're in business. Number 2, they need to know that you can deliver. Are you in business, and can you deliver? And can we help you with that, with those plans? There's your pitch, right? There's your pitch in the marketplace. So that's the last slide. What I want to do is I want to be able to take some questions. If you need my help, let me just stop sharing. I'm going to stop sharing. Come back to me. So we've got a whole bunch of people here. I really appreciate you going. Biggest takeaway so far, if you can type in the chat on the somewhere in the chat where it is on the screen, please type in what is your biggest takeaway for what I've shared in this training so far. What's the biggest takeaway for you? Biggest takeaway right now. Just type in the chat. Hopefully you can hear me. Biggest takeaway that you've seen. Peter Smith, it is all about the messaging. Yes. Changed landing pages. Yeah, that's a huge opportunity right now, Tanya. The landing pages should be changed right now. What other things? What other things have you picked up from what I've been sharing? Don't sell leads. Yes, people not interested in leads. They want cash. They want the money, right? Lead management. Yes, Chris. Instead of just offering leads, do the management of leads. We're going to run the ads. We're going to manage the leads, right? What else we got here? Great feedback here. lead management, letting you know your customers are available. Yes, you need to let your customers know that you're available. The data about the value of learning into the disaster, leading into the disaster now by business, yes. Don't sell leads, yep. Create a community with your customers. Yes, that's a great way to generate clients, by the way, because they're going to need your help. Whatever you're talking about, whatever ideas you're sharing, they're going to need your help as a community. Like in Consulting Champions, our clients that I'm coaching right now, we're seeing more than 40% of the people I'm working with are generating leads, almost generating leads every day. They're generating sales opportunities every single day, and most of them are closing. In fact, if I look at our leading champions right now, they are closing an average of 5 to 7 deals even in this last month. In fact, some people have had the best month in business in March in their ad agency in our champions group, because we're applying a lot of these tactical things and we're actually going through some of these strategies and scripting. Best companies are expanding instead of contracting right now. Yes. Google and SEO, very, very important. Yes. Need to get my next cold email campaign up ASAP. Absolutely, Tyler. Be offensive, not defensive. Yes. Pedro, make myself present and available to my clients. Absolutely. Can you repeat the last 2 questions for business? One was, are you in business? So right now, things like the questions that I'm asking people: clarity, certainty, focus. Thank you, Rashad. I really appreciate that for those takeaways. The question I'm asking businesses right now: are you in business right now? Are you able to handle inquiries? Are you able to handle business? Can you collect cash right now? Are you able to transact? Number one, are you in business? Right now, what are you doing to be in business right now, right? Are you taking advantage of the mini boom that's about to come? Are you actively looking at ways of increasing your marketing to engage your customers? Are you actively engaging your clients right now? Have you pivoted, looked at different offers? These are all questions that I'm asking business owners all the time. What are you doing right now? What are you picking up cash flow, or are you shutting down? If you're shutting down, you are out of the marketplace. Edward says, John, can you, so hang on, let me just go. John, can you share, how do I find out what a good offer that resonates with clients? So Edward, what clients? What market are you serving? Tell me who you're serving and I'll create an offer for you right here on the spot. Tell me what clients right now that you are actively supporting, helping, and who are paying you, and I'll craft an offer for you right now. Same price for less or more? Yes, Justin, absolutely. We'll start testing my offer starting tomorrow in business group. I'll prepare a lead magnet brainstorming session to generate sales opportunities right now, or an email about here's what to do and how to keep your clients. Give people your best ideas. If you've got an email campaign that works, give it away. Don't hang on to it. Don't sell it. Give the campaign away. They're not going to know how to set it up. They're not going to know how to do the automation. They need your help to do it. So if you've got great ideas for campaigns, then give those campaigns away. Show people what they can do. Give away your secrets. I'm giving you away all my secrets here. Some of my best stuff, I'm giving it to you for free. I've already written 4 campaigns in this training right now. If you've been listening to this training and thinking about the phrasing, the messaging, the offers, I've already crafted a whole bunch of campaigns for you right here in this training. You can use the information that I have here, and these are discussions you should be having with your clients. Remember, I said right now, if I go back up here, the world has already changed. Your marketing should too. You need to change your marketing, right? History shows us to cut less in down times, you'll gain more in better times. You can use all this stuff for your people. The biggest mistake right now is to stop marketing. Why is it the biggest mistake to stop marketing? People still have money. We've come through the last 11 years of the biggest financial economic growth in the history of the modern world. There's lots of cash out there. Yes, there's a lot of players that are out the market. There's a lot of players that have cut and have died. In travel right now, yes, travel industry is really struggling, majorly struggling, and a lot of travel businesses are going out of business right now. The cruising industry, a multi-$100 billion industry is going out the window right now. But do you think that we're going to stop cruising forever? Do you think that we're going to stop travel forever? That we're never going to travel again and that's not going to come back? And there's so many travel companies right now that I know of that are actually pivoting and looking at different ways of helping their clients to travel differently right now in this time. They're trying to eke out as much as they can from a cash flow point of view. They know that people are going to start flying. They know the airlines are going to come back. They know we're not dead. We are not dying. We cannot treat this pandemic and this financial crisis like it's over, right? There's enough people to throw on the fire right now that think it's over. You know what? They are doing all of us a favor right now. The people that have decided to go home and shut their doors and not be in business, they are doing us a huge, huge favor right now, because there's a whole bunch of businesses out there that are sitting there going, I'm ready, right? That's what's going on right now in the marketplace that you need to be aware of. So Edward Tay, medical spas. Okay, so medical spas right now can't, have to minimize their treatment in their patients. My thing with medical spas would be, what can they do? What can they pivot to? So right now, what are offers that you can deliver to your market that customers can buy from you through appointment online? How can you help people to do a consultation with appointment online? So your offer could be, hey, medical spas, you don't need to shut down. There is a different way right now that you can reconnect, get better response for your customers, actually help your customers to invest in your products and services right now that you can take advantage of. The idea of the medical spa industry is innovating and pivoting. One of the things that I would do, Edward, is go and look for examples in the medical spa industry right now. Go to the industry association, go to their website, go and check out medical spas that are actually growing and not dying in this time, medical spas that are pivoting. Look at those ideas and look at how you can incorporate that into your messaging, into your offering, and say, hey, maybe it's time to do business differently. Maybe it's time to interact with your clients virtually. Maybe it's time to help your clients to easily press a button and buy your services, buy your products, and buy your consultations virtually. There's the offer, right? Right now, it's really funny, Justin, you're talking about dentists. We've got a few people who've got dentists. One of our champions works in the dental market, and lo and behold, they're signing up freaking dentists for marketing. AdWords right now. Facebook advertising right now, letting the community know, because you know what? Some of these dentists realize that their friends have decided to go home and play Xbox, right? They've seen practices that are not handling inquiries, and they're still getting inquiries because people can't get on the phone to them. So what are they doing? They're ringing the next dentist. They're actually circular dialing to find the dentist that's open. So with the dental market right now, are you open? Are you taking advantage of the gap or the boom that's about to come? Because right now, there's a whole bunch of you that have shut down, but there's a whole bunch of you that's still open. In fact, I'm just trying to think where I was yesterday. Yeah, I had to go to the supermarket to get some food, to get some grocery items. And whilst at the supermarket, I noticed that there was a dental practice that said, hey, right now we can't, we're mindful of COVID-19, but we can help you. We're taking inquiries and we're also taking bookings, but we can help you virtually right now. They've actually got this big sign that they got printed, stuck on their wall with their dental practice saying, and there was a person at the counter, and then there was a thing to say, hey, you can step up to this mark, you can ask me questions and we can arrange a time for a consultation. So they were still taking consultations, and they're still doing that. Yesterday, this was dental practice was open. So the message to dental practices right now is, hey, you need to make sure, what are you doing right now to make sure that you're pivoting and getting all these inquiries, and maybe you can do a virtual consultation, and also you can get paid in insurance. In fact, I know in the physical therapy market, insurance is paying for virtual consultations, right? So what are you doing? That's the offer that you go to dentists, plastic surgeons right now. So I just want to give you anything that is a desired, like a luxury, or anything that people, body enhancement, all that sort of stuff. One of the hilarious things that I think is going on right now, all these people who've got, who are getting collagen lips and Botox, can't get Botox and can't get collagen lips. So there's going to be this whole bunch of women and even men out there who have been cosmetically enhancing themselves. They're going to end up with a whole bunch of flabby lips and, end up with wrinkles. To me, I'm just having this mental hilarious laugh about all these people that have spent a shit ton of money enhancing themselves, only to find out that when things stop and it hits a fan, that they're going to look like, Jabba the Hutt in the marketplace. However, to go back to plastic surgeons, people still need surgery. People need rhinoplasty. What are the surgeries that people need or still need right now that they could be marketing for? How do they shift their audience in terms of, because they can't market to people who are elderly because obviously they're in lockdown and they're the most at risk, but they could be doing consultation, they could be doing virtual. At the end of the day, they need to be letting people know that they can still get help. Some surgeries I do understand are open. Are they doing, can they do, make themselves available for emergency surgery or those, or emergency cosmetic procedure or those sorts of things? Can they do that? Can they do virtual consultation? Can they do safe practice in their surgery? So those are the sorts of things that I'd be looking at right now. Craig says SaaS product, offer a SaaS product that will increase website conversions and improve customer experience. Craig, right now you need to go to every web developer on the planet that can use a value add for what you do. Craig, that's your market right now. If you've got a SaaS product right now that'll increase website conversions and improve customer experience, people need that. People do need that right now. If you want to, right now, you've got an open window for improving or increasing your SaaS sales. So anybody that's building websites right now that should take your service, they should take advantage and look at a value add together so you can help people to get those better conversions on those websites. Anybody that's doing SEO, Craig, right now, that's your market. So agencies themselves, strategic alliance is one of the biggest ways in which you can leverage your business opportunity. Better to give my best ideas on the phone or give it in a PDF. Give it in a PDF. Most people are never going to action it, Peter. Do it on the phone, give it in the PDF, give it away. Give away your best stuff. I am giving away some of my training here every day. If you go and look at the series on YouTube, it's there. The wedding industry is in a downturn, a massive downturn in the market. Lots of businesses impacted by the wedding. But there are some people who are holding virtual weddings where they're getting everybody together virtually. They're still selling dresses. They're still organizing the party. They're still getting catering delivered to the market. They're just pivoting in a different way. So they're going from a physical event to an online virtual wedding event. In fact, one of my friends, one of our consulting champions recently got married right in the middle of the lockdown. And one of the ways they did, they shared their wedding vows with their friends and family, and she still wore a beautiful white wedding dress, and it was different, but it was still a way that they communicate and engage. So the wedding industry can certainly pivot in the marketplace to do virtual weddings. In fact, faster way to get married, right? Save lots of money, all that sort of stuff. Can you say something quick about marketing, my video marketing skills? So Bill, I don't know what your video marketing skills are. What are they? Do you make video ads? Do you do high-end production? Do you do explainer videos? Do you do chalk draw videos? Do you do product review type videos? What type of videos do you do, Bill? And then I will show you how to actually leverage your market. So video skills, I mean, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that, you need to explain to me what that means. So a little bit of context, Bill, and I'm more than happy to help you out. Ed Pelgan, SEO offers for mid to large companies, also SEO services I sell to agencies, i.e. white label. Well, right now, so I know with my champions, I got a champion who does white label SEO. They're doing 25, they're probably in the last 3 weeks, they put on 95 clients. Ed, they put on 95 clients. If you want to find out how to put on 95 clients in the next 3 weeks, you come and talk to me. But right now, yes, you can offer your services to strategic alliance partners, web developers, PPC, AdWords, Facebook, not people that are in direct competition, but people that can actually utilize your services to enhance, to add value to existing customers. That's one way that I would do it. Number two is I would look at strategy. I would look at, so one of the things, in fact, we've got a few SEO people in Consulting Champions, and I was talking to one of our bigger companies. They're running a multi-7-figure SEO agency right now. Lots of interesting things going on in their markets, and they've done a SWOT analysis of businesses that are growing and businesses that are stagnating. But one of the things that came out of the conversation that I had with them, in fact, not only more than an hour just before this call, in that conversation, one thing that came out was the idea of the fact that right now you can do something, the search trends are off the charts right now, and the behavioral trends are amazing. And so with certain tools, keyword research tools, trend searching tools on Google, using some other software, Ahrefs and all those sorts of things, you can actually pivot your offers to suit where the trends are. And so as an SEO person, Ed, I'd be going to market and say, listen, right now, the behavior in your market is crazy. What we can do is we can drill down into buyer behavior or buyer or search behavior, and you can pivot and create offers that are relevant to where people are searching right now. So this is an opportunity to take advantage of that research and put that research in your marketing. If I were you, Ed, I would package that up and I would sell that as a service. Because right now, if people know where people are buying, if they know that they can adjust or pivot their offers into their markets, and I would go and do a little bit of searching out there, and I would go to business and say, listen, right now, market trends in your area are in these particular areas. And if you have the ability to pivot and put an offer in, we can help you craft a strategy to maximize your opportunity with SEO. So there's your strategy, Ed. What would my strategy be to Amazon sellers? Get off Amazon if you're an FBA and get your product shipped from a different shipping company first. That's number one. Because right now, I think I know this is changing daily, but right now their deliverability on non-essential products is about 31 days. I don't know anybody that's going to, I think that's going to create a huge problem, because right now they're servicing essential products and their own products in the marketplace is where they're paying attention to. I know they've moved the moratorium on FBA, but right now Amazon sellers need to shift to off Amazon platforms. They need to build audience, they need to build community, they need to start selling their products or make their products accessible and available off Amazon. So there's an opportunity, Dano, right now. Say, look, if you've got traction, you've had money. I know there's a lot of people who are doing that right now that are realizing that they've had that shift where they've had they've still used Amazon, but they haven't totally relied on Amazon on all their business. And so they've still got money to go and pivot off Amazon and find customers in the market, going direct to the market. So that's what I'd be doing, saying, hey, if you want to keep your business, we don't know when Amazon, the shift and the changes that Amazon are doing right now, we don't know when things are going to get back to normal for you. So if you want to take advantage of the market, what's the best-selling product you got right now? How do we create an offer that is relevant to the market with that best-selling product? Let's stick that up on a page and let's offer that direct with ads to the marketplace. That's something that I'd be doing, Dano. But the other thing is build an e-commerce store outside of Amazon. That's the other thing, and a lot of people with money are doing that. Peter Smith, is it better option one? Get on a call with a client and give them my best ideas on the phone. My answer is going to be yes. Create a lead magnet with my best ideas and then follow them up. And my answer is going to be yes. Do both. Do both, Peter. Get them on a call, give the stuff away. If you give the stuff away, get them on a call. If you want to get them on a call and say, hey, I want to give my best stuff away, if you've got time, you want to hear some of the things that I know that will have a direct impact, let's have a call. My answer to you right now, Peter, is do both. Do both. Edward's got it, thanks. What's a good cold email offer for decorative concrete companies? Tyler, there's a niche. My thing right now is go to the decorative tile companies right now, concrete companies right now. And first of all, see if they're open, see if they're doing jobs, if they have jobs, what's going on. And you want to ask them questions about, look, do you want to, people are looking for your product, right? People looking for your product in the marketplace, but right now they can't find you. So is it okay if we talk about some things so that you can be in business and stay in business? More importantly, perhaps get some inquiries right now for people who are searching. So I'd be looking at doing some searching for the product. So my offer in the cold email would be to say, hey, if you want to stay in business in the concrete, in the decorative concrete market, right now we have the best plans and the best strategies to do three things. One, to make sure that you're being in business. Number two, to make sure people can find you for their product, because right now there is a gap that's being created in the marketplace that you can take advantage of. And more importantly, we want you to stay in business in the mini boom that is about to come with the influx of people coming back to work. So if you're interested in having a chat with me, let's have a chat. I would do that on video. I would do that on email. I would do that on social media. I would do that for the decorative market. Is there an association that they belong to? Is there a Facebook group for decorative concrete companies? It is a very niche. Is there a directory listing of all the companies that offer that service? Mate, I'd be banging on the phones, Tyler. Do not. So here's something that I wanted to say to you all, because right now, if you are playing passively, if you're saying, I want to put something out and I want them to come to me, and then let's see, you are putting stuff out like everybody else is putting out stuff out. The smart marketers are, yes, putting stuff out. But the really smart marketers, the people who are making money, I want to ask you, who wants to make money and who wants to not make money, right? Who says I'm not interested in making any cash right now? And who says, hell yeah, I want to make cash right now. Give me a hell yeah if you want to make some cash right now, all right? Okay, we've got only a few people right? Money, money, yeah, hell yeah. Okay, awesome, all right? So if you do what I tell you to do, I'll guarantee you'll make money. If you decide not to do what I tell you to do, and you decide to think about how this isn't going to work for you, then I'll guarantee you're not going to make any money, right? But right now, you need to actively engage in a conversation with people. And so you need to let people know that you're available for that conversation and that you want to proactively talk to them. So if you put something out in the market, if you're cold emailing and you're putting something out to the market, I'm going to give you a script right now to get that person on a phone call in a conversation, right? All of you can use this, right? So in your email, whatever you're doing passively in your offer, there has to be a reason why they are connecting with you. So you're either going to give something away that is relevant, really relevant, something that has a perceived value. Now, not a perceived value to you, but a perceived value to the customer, to the market. So you need to be thinking about, is what I've got to offer something that will go, you know what, that would be very nice. Yes, I think that would be very helpful. That's the question you have to answer, right? Is what you've got to offer, will that be useful? Will that be helpful, right? That's what you've got to answer. So here's the thing. You send out your email or you send out your invitation or you run your ad campaign, right? If somebody downloads your shit, get on the phone, right? So I'll give an example of one of my consulting champions who used a lead magnet to get on the phone, and he wasn't waiting for the customer to get on the phone, right? He used a lead magnet. What he was doing, he did a lead magnet for AdWords campaigns, and he was saying, hey, most AdWords campaigns fail for 3 very specific reasons: the wrong strategy, under-optimized, and a terrible follow-up strategy. Those are the 3 reasons. So if you want working campaigns, here's exactly what we do to make sure your strategy actually generates the ideal buying customer, to make sure that your campaign is consistently optimized and tested so you're maximizing for better conversions and attracting a better quality buyer, and making sure that you convert deals because you want to automate or you want to at least have the ability to manage and engage those customers. If you're interested, grab our sheet, right, on how we do that for all our clients. That was what he was put out as an offer, right? So this is Jasper who put this out as an offer, right? So in the first couple of days, 5 people downloaded that lead magnet. So Jasper got on the phone with them and said, hey, you downloaded this thing. Why do you need that? Why do you need this thing? Just tell me why this was of interest to you. Why are you downloading this thing? He turned all 5 of those people into a client immediately. Because I said, well, I'm looking for ways in which we can do this better. Right now, my AdWords campaigns suck. They're not working. I'm looking for things. I'm looking for how we do it better. And so he said, right, well, if we can work out a plan to show you and demonstrate how you can do it better, then I guess you would want to do something about it, wouldn't you? And they went, yes. Well, great. Let me show you exactly how it works, how it's going to work for you, what we've got to do. And at the end of the day, now you've got a plan that at least is focused on the things that are going to work, not that are not working right now that you think suck. And at least we're going to move forward and we're going to monitor, we're going to adjust, and we're going to work together to make sure we're going to hit a predictable, regular outcome for your business. So it's okay if we can work together on that plan. That was the pitch. That's a pitch that you can use. Anybody download your lead magnet, don't wait for your autoresponder email to follow up and do that. Pick up the phone, make the opportunity to say, hey, if you want us to text you an update on what's happening right now because things are changing rapidly, put in your phone number, we'll text you a link to make sure you get it. Now you've got a phone number. Hey, thanks for downloading the stuff. Why are you downloading it? Why did you accept this, right? Now, if you're sending an email where you're making a direct offer on an email, right? Say, hey, I've done this training, create a little video. This is something that we're doing in Champions. Create a little video, say, hey, I've done this training of the things that you need to be aware of right now to be able to do things differently, and actually engage your current behavior of customers, and 2, to maximize your opportunity, right, to be in business, stay in business, and more importantly, to thrive. Because if you're not ready for what's about to come, if you're not in and you're out, right, then you're going to miss out on the greatest business opportunity to create a spike of revenue for your business. So if you want to know more, I'm talking to businesses right now who want to engage that opportunity. If you're interested, give me the best phone number that I can contact you on right now. And then I'm more than happy to have a quick chat. You have no obligation to make any investment in what I have to offer. I'm trying to help businesses, 1, to stay in business so they can employ more people, bring more cash into this economy so that we can get out of this bullshit that we've been playing with for the last 3 months and be in business. So I want to help people like you if you want to be helped, right? As I said, you don't have to buy my stuff. But if you want to talk to people or somebody who is optimistically focused on helping businesses stay in business, keep that cash flow and looking at the opportunity to thrive and grow, if that's the conversation you want to have and at least have that 10-minute call, what's the best phone number I can contact you on? There's your script. There's your email. There's your offer. You've got to get on the phone. If I'm sending out 100 emails, guess what? I'm going to call 100 people tomorrow. If I sent 20 emails today, I'm calling 20 people tomorrow. Hey, look, I know you're busy. I know you get a lot of inundation. I know you got a lot of crazy people out there. But if you can give me 60 seconds of your time, you can let me know whether or not we should continue the conversation. Is that fair enough? And they're going to go, yes. So my name's John. I help people like you. However, that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I am here to talk about is where you're at right now. I know that you might be worried. I know that you're scared. I know that this is a scary time for a lot of people. I know that you're perhaps you're thinking about all these different ways in which how you can hold on to this thing. What I'm asking you is, what are you doing to let people know that you're in business right now? What are you doing? What offers are you putting out creatively that are relevant to where your customer base and market is right now? What are you doing to engage your existing customers to make sure that they stay and they pay? What are you doing to make sure that you're crafting, or maybe you're pivoting or making it easy for them to do business with you? If you're not transacting online, if you're not communicating online, if there are better ways to do this and leverage your opportunity, is it okay if we sit down and I can show you some options, some ideas to give you some clarity and some certainty so that at least you are in business, at least you are supporting your own economy, you're supporting the economy of the wider community, you're keeping cash going through the business and you're keeping cash in your business. If that's something you're interested in talking further about, then let's talk about that. If you're not, I understand. I wish you all the very best. Good luck, be healthy, stay healthy, goodbye. I could have 50 phone calls like that every day if I sent out 50 emails, right? I know that that's the thing. You want to make sales, you've got to get off your ass and make it. Right now in our world, and I'm just gonna demonstrate. Oh, I can't demonstrate it because I've not shared my screen. But let me just share my screen with you here to just give you one perspective. I'm going to leave you with this idea today. Which kind of channel would you like to work best for e-bike shops, whether online, brick and mortar? Both. Chris, both brick and mortar and online. Right now, I'm in Service Paradise. There's e-bikes up the wazoo here in Service Paradise. And one thing I have noticed, even in shutdown, people are freaking still riding e-bikes. So e-bike businesses, even though the tourism's out the window, e-bike businesses are still renting e-bikes. I don't understand how that's possible, but there are people still in business out there. So yes, e-bike businesses, environmentally friendly, save money on fuel, don't drive around, you know, all that sort of stuff. Yes. There's some great messaging there. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share my screen again. Need to, whoop. Where am I? Where am I? There we go. All right. So you should be able to see my slides, slide screen again. I'm just going to go to a bit of blank space here. Let me find some, there's some blank space. Okay. So, in actual fact, maybe this will work. No, oh yeah, well, no, it won't let me do it. Okay, so think about right now. I've forgotten what I talked about while I was giving you my screen share. Let me just. Okay, so yeah, we've got to be proactive, right? We've got to be proactive. So right now, this is where people are at. Oops. Right now, this is where people are at. First of all, personal safety. So safety, personal, very important. Personal safety, very important, right? Security. Right now, people need to be secure. They need a job, right? They need income, right? They need cash flow, right? Right? They need security, right? They need security in what they're doing. And number three, they need connection. That's where people are in business right now, right? These areas is where our focus in business is right now, right? Now, where business right now is, business is operating at this level here. This is what businesses are operating at. They're in security mode. I've got to protect, I've got to be safe, I've got to make sure that we can ride this thing out, right, into the marketplace. But what businesses need to do is right now, they need to connect. Right now, businesses need to connect right now. So in security, we're retracting, we're protecting. But what we need to do is we need to expand, we need to engage our marketplace. So the question that I'm asking businesses right now is, what are you doing to engage your market? There are two things that we have to focus on, right? Stay in business. Number one, we need to stay in business, right? Two things. Right, stay in business. Right, so what do we got to do? Existing customers need to be communicated with, and we need to put offers out there, right? That's what we need to do. They need to stay and they need to pay. So how is this business that is operating in security mode, how is this business, right, staying in business by offering its existing customers to stay and to pay? How are they doing that? Big question mark, right? Most businesses not doing it very well. They don't know how to do autoresponders, they don't know how to communicate, they don't even know how to craft an offer that is relevant to the marketplace. So they need some help. They need copywriters, they need email marketers, they need people who do automation and sales automation. Right now, businesses need this, right? Right? And number two, you need new customers that want to buy. You need new customers that want to buy. That's what you need right now, right? Not new customers, you need new customers that want to buy right now, right? So what are we doing to solve the problem of those new customers that want to buy? Remember I said you can do some amazing search right now, see where the trends are, what people are looking at, where you can put your product in the market, where people are searching, right? So the conversations I want to have to be with people is, what are you doing, one, to make sure that you're maximizing your revenue opportunities with existing clients? How are you pivoting your business? How are you doing business differently in the time that we have right now? Or how have you made it easy how are you making it easy for your customers to buy? Most businesses are saying, I've closed the door. Well, shit, you're shit out of luck because you won't be back in business, right? So sorry, can't help you. I'm only helping businesses who want to stay in business, not businesses who want to die in business, right? So my conversations are, let me ask you questions around, one, how are you doing these things? Two, what's your strategy, right? Right now, you can't just do any old online strategy. We need to, there's fundamental things that you need, and there's certain plans and certain things that you need to take action on right now. So what can we do? How do we get you out there? How do we make you visible? AdWords, PPC, retargeting, right? Landing page, follow-up email, autoresponder, give them the strategy. We need to talk to people to help them with these ideas. They don't understand how it works. They don't understand how it works. They know it's important. They know the what and the why, but they don't understand how, and they need to hire you for the how. So your question, if you want to make a ton of money right now, anytime you're reaching out to the market, pick up the phone. And let me tell you, your conversation is going to get better and better and better and better. Because if you're the voice of reason, and let me tell you, this is how my consultant champions that I'm working with right now are closing six-figure deals, right? Because one, they're the voice of reason, they're the voice of optimism, and they are voice of certainty. Let's plan for what we can do and what we can control today. We can't predict the future. We don't know what's going to happen out there, but we can certainly work on what we know and help you right now. And let's look at our options. We need to be very dynamic. Remember, if this is where people are on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, how we need to operate is we need to operate like a startup, right? We need to operate, our businesses, all of us right now need to be in startup mode. When we're in startup mode, we're innovative, creative, we're proactive, we're aggressive, we're on the offense. In startup, we're hustling, right? We've got to hustle up and we have to work up. That's what we need to do. And if you're sitting here, right, and I'm not naming names, right? But if you're sitting here like chicken shit, thinking, I'm going to put an email out here and I'll just see what happens, you're not in business. Get out of this business. You are not going to help anybody. You're not serving anybody in the marketplace. But if you're here with me, I know that you want to do better. I know you want to help. I know that you want to build something that at least is going to give you opportunity, and more importantly, to perhaps take care or take advantage of the opportunity ahead of you. So what I'm imploring you to do and encouraging you to do is to get out there and just bang it out. I've given you several offers and several strategies and lots of scripts here for free. You can take this stuff and go with it. And a lot of people have taken this stuff that I've shared and generated clients out of that. They've generated lots of clients out of all the stuff that I've been sharing here today. Take the information and run with it into the marketplace. Yeah. So I hope that this has been helpful to you. Existing customer patient for dentists, help them with email list, email newsletter. Yes, will dentists still pay 3 to 5K for the service? Harry, make an offer. You know, we've got people paying 10 grand a month for email marketing. So will they do that? I think your threshold for dentists, depending on how big the practice is, the bigger the practice, the more money they've got. Your threshold is going to be anywhere between that 2,000 to 3,000, 2,000 to 3,000 for email marketing automation. You can go higher if you're building systems and processes. You can charge a lot more than that. But you know, you've got to own what you sell, and that's the other thing, is you want to own what you sell. One of our emails was shot out yesterday over 20 sales conversations. Damn, that's awesome, right? That's awesome. 20 sales conversations. Follow up today and another tomorrow. Absolutely, right? Chris, do you use Microsoft SharePoint, Teams, or Skype for business in virtual business management or other resources? Zoom, Skype, Trello, Monday.com, Asana, Slack chat to communicate. All of those tools are very usable. Toki for recorded phone calls, TOKY for recorded phone calls, that sort of stuff. All that stuff, very, very usable. Very usable. So with that, I would love to know if you liked this. Are you going to come back again? Because I'm doing this every day. I'm going to be covering different aspects and different strategies every day. So if you like this and you're going to come back tomorrow, let me know. What I'm going to ask you to do is I am going to give you some links here. Copy. I'm going to put them in the chat here. So right now, everything that I'm doing, you're going to see on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn the notification on, because it'll ping you on the notifications, right? They'll ping you. Those people who just asked me the replay, I'm just telling you, I'm going to put this up on YouTube. So you go to my YouTube channel, consultingunleashed.com. Sorry, Consulting Unleashed, you'll see the YouTube channel there. I've given you the links if you look at the chat here. I'll do that again, just so you have that again. So if you look at the chat, there's a YouTube channel. If you go to my Facebook page, Consulting Unleashed group, or Consulting Unleashed Facebook group, you can join that. You can jump in there. I'm going to post my videos into that group. I'm also posting some other trainings into that group, and there's something really cool coming up. If you haven't joined my group, make sure you do. The webinar link for tomorrow is right there. Now, can I ask you all, if you've gotten benefit out of this, do you mind sharing the webinar link with others? Let them know it is the same time, the same back channel every day. It is 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time that I'm doing this training every day. So if you can do that, if you can share that, I really appreciate that. If you jump into the Facebook group, you're going to get access to more resources that I'm providing over there. If you go to my website, you can download my mini course right now. It is free. It'll tell you exactly step by step what you got to do to go and generate clients. I've got some new training coming in there. There's lots of videos. There's 184 videos in my YouTube channel on strategy, tactics, and stuff like that. The website is in the links up above. Let me just put that in there again. You can grab the website as consultingunleashed.com. You can grab the link in the chat here. If you want to copy and paste that, just so you've got it. The links are in the chat. If you open up the chat, it's in the chat. You'll see the chat. If you open up the chat channel in chat, for a whole bunch of you, all the resources there. So if you search for Consulting Unleashed YouTube channel, you'll find it. If you go to consultingunleashed.com, you can download all the stuff for free. If you go to my Consulting Unleashed Facebook group, you'll be able to get access to my Facebook group. Now, for some of you, I know that you're running businesses and you're trying to scale and you're taking opportunity. I am making my calendar open to only people who are looking to strategize. You've got to actually have some existing clients that you're servicing, because then I can help you more. But I will allow you to have some time. By all means, you are not obligated to buy anything. I'm just trying to help people who have teams or have clients. If you're a freelancer, you've got some clients. I just want to help you to get some clarity right now to make sure that you're keeping those customers paying you, and more importantly, what you're going to do to pivot out of this. So if you want my time, you can actually go to www.johnlogar. Oh, sorry. If you go to calljohnlogar.com, if you go there, you will see my calendar. But as I said, if you've got clients right now, you're trying to keep your clients, and you want to increase your current client spend, and if you're If you scroll into the Zoom chats, Harry, they're all there. I've just gone and chatted it again. The links are there. If you copy and paste the links, go to chat, you'll see them in the chat. I've done that a few times. So if you want my time, only if you've got clients, two things. One, we're going to make sure that current clients you have, that you keep those clients paying you. Number two, looking at your app options from a pivot point of view coming out of this. So if you want my help, I'm happy to help. I'm trying to help as many people in business as possible to keep things moving, keep things growing. So you can grab my time. But only if you've got clients. If you haven't got clients and you're fresh and new, that conversation isn't going to be really relevant to you. But if you've got clients, you want to keep those clients paying. You want to also leverage the opportunity of revenue from existing clients. And more importantly, if you want to swing into to action on bringing more customers to add to that client base, then if you go to calljohnlogar.com, I'm more than happy to answer your questions or at least to help you out. Like I said, I'm trying to help as many people to help their clients stay in business as well, because we need cash to move in our economies. Lots of incentives coming along. Keep an eye out for the government incentive packages that are coming. Look at your local government, state government, city government. They're all coming up with ways to help small businesses like you to see your way through that. I've been typing, putting that in chat all the way through. I don't know how that's not happening. Let me do it this way so that you can see it. So let me help you out here. So I just want to make sure that you have this. And make sure that the copper is in black. For some reason, my links are not appearing where they should, but text, that's better. Okay, let's try that. So right now, I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see and you can get access. So let me just do that. Share it, so you should be able to see my screen. Let me just hit that like that. So just take a screenshot of that. Take a screenshot of that with your whatever your device is. You'll be able to access all my stuff. So somebody's just typed in the chat there. Got the screenshot. Okay, awesome. So as I said, I'm hopping on here, same time, same bat channel. We're talking different strategies, different tactics every single day. As I said, I want to help as many people of you out there to generate client opportunities. It will come, Peter. Please be patient. I'm doing 3 webinars a day, recording videos, downloading videos. So you will see the videos, don't worry. If you know of anybody who should be here, please do share the link for the actual webinar, because it's the same link every single day. And as I said, it's at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm happy to answer your questions. I'm happy to create strategy for you. Make sure you stay safe. Make sure that you are actively engaging your market and customers every single day. And I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow, same time. Love to get some feedback on those people who've been applying and trying these ideas as well. So thanks again. Hope this has been useful and helpful to you. Like I said, huge opportunity out the market. We need to crush it in terms of what we're doing. For those of you who want to talk to me, just go to John Logar, calljohnlogar.com. It's not johnlogar.com. That is calljohnlogar.com. I can't believe I missed that. It's calljohnlogar.com. So yeah, just go to calljohnlogar.com, but only if you have clients, you want to keep those clients paying, you want to increase the spend of those clients, and more importantly, you're looking for the like-minded clients, because if you've got some skills, I know that I can help you leverage and pivot right now. So if you need my help, or at least have a chat to me, please go to calljohnlogar.com, book a time on my calendar. With that, I want to thank you all for being here. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Tanya's just posted the YouTube channel. Looking forward to seeing you on the next call. As I said, thanks for being here. I'm doing this every day. I hope you get a lot out of this, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.